Nanoglide. Oh, this is a lot of the Trip Machine charts are very awkward. I would argue this is probably right up there with one of the most just very difficult technical Trip Machines. Only problem, honestly, I think Evolution is like the only one I can think that's harder. This chart is so awkward. Like turns that just feel awkward to resolve. Very hard freeze arrows. Patterns that is just, man, I can't even get my words straight. That's how hard this chart is.
Both players are doing the best at it. Moosey's dropping a bit here, though.
Yeah, this song can honestly go either way. There's so many areas we could just mess up patterns and like not face the right way. Like I said, those freeze arrows make hitting patterns so difficult.
Despite the combo drops, Moosey's holding such a strong EX lead right now.
Very strong lead. Moosey with a solid like 50 EX lead right now. Only getting higher.
Cross run to the end, and
wonderful.
Moosey takes it.
Takes it for a song. Very much some chart knowledge right there. Have you played this chart at all, Ethan?
I have not.
I think I played this chart a whopping one time.
This is a 16 that I have been avoiding.
I am right there with you. It is extremely difficult. If you're allergic to turning like someone like us, like we are,
allergic to turning,
it's not a good time. And honestly, even if you are good at turning, do you really want to play Trip Machine Nanoglide?
Dude, if I'm allergic to turning, I'll be sneezing every 5 seconds, bro.
Oh man. The next chart though, I've gotten a really fond appreciation for over the years. Next up is going to be Max Unlimited. One of the OG
classics.
The classics. Certified classic. Honestly, I would argue my favorite ball song from that era. Like, out of the Max series, I think Max Unlimited is my favorite.
It's true.
Very fun. It's just...
The 116 as well.
Yeah. It's fantastic. But like I said, boss song. So a lot of tricky like moving parts of the song. The BPM constantly changes throughout the entire chart. So it never stays solid. You have to be constantly ready to adjust how fast or how slow you're going at all times.
Exactly.
On top of hitting some very, very awkward patterns.
Yeah. This is also very much a DDR boomer check. So
let's see it. This is why I affectionately refer to as a boomer chart.
Yeah.
Shout out to all my old DDR players, bro. You're 30 plus, shout out to you.
The real ones know.
All the real ones know. So far, it's very close. I think I have seen rrwoods. I've seen him as he's a local player, also in SoCal as of now, and I have seen him play a lot of these older charts. So it's going to be a very, very close game. First one down.
Base mode combo.
Right back into it. Still very close.
Whoa! We have a tie.
Is that our first tie of the day?
On Max Unlimited.
On Max Unlimited. Wow. rrwoods had a solid, sizable lead, but right by the end, Moosey was just catching up, and it just on a tie.
That ending should not be as make or break as it is for this.
Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. Out of all the songs to tie on, I was not expecting Max Unlimited.
Yeah. Both
That
players
was
just talking about
performance from both
this
players.
shared experience.
Insane performance from both players.
Again, another prime example of these pools just being correct.
My God. I'm not gonna, the only thing I want to I think it's a little underappreciated has been the seeding for this tournament.
Yeah.
Has been, I think, fantastic. A lot of adjustments made kind of like closer to the tournament, but with how close these sets have been, I can't even complain. They've been all amazing, like so close. And like my voice being halfway gone, it should be an indicator of how good these sets have been.
Exactly.
Oh man. Coming up next, though, oh boy, we got Shilo versus Thotful up next.
Yeah. Thotful, Sacramento area bass player.
I did actually first meet Thotful back in Hollywood, though.
Really?
Before he moved.
Formerly SoCal.
Formerly SoCal. Yeah. Again, he's leveled up tremendously since he left.
Yeah.
Left the SoCal area, man.
Yeah.
First song we're gonna go through with this though is, I have not seen this 15 in a while.
But it's pretty straightforward. Yeah. All right. I'm gonna be logging off for now.
I think my boy Heathen is tagging out before his voice goes the way of mine. Understandable, sir.
But thanks for having me.
Of course, brother.
And we're about to start. Quick hot switch. Bring in an MPAL. Thank you guys.
Welcome. Oh, I guess finish the song out.
I'll finish up the song.
Not happening, actually. I think he says not allowed to leave, apparently.
Okay. Thotful's not dropping gold. All right. First grade.
There's a couple. It's very straightforward. Not too crazy long, but there are a few crossover patterns that you have to be ready to resolve properly. Right now, Thotful with a pretty sizable lead. Wrapping up the end of the song right here.
Little ending run, closed out. Crossover, and
there it is.
Thotful takes it.
I'll place the first song.
Very solid MA.
Very solid. Paranoia Rebirth X Special. Oh boy. This chart is also relatively both X Special for Paranoias are very much in the realm of straightforward charts. Just very. How would you even describe the Paranoia Rebirth?
So I played this once, and I flagged it the first time, and I just haven't played it again. So I know they're straightforward for the most part and have some oddities here and there.
It's very common for players to use turn mods on this chart as well.
True.
Very much, it very much makes some of the patterns a little less awkward to deal with. And we even have people in the chat wondering if we're going to use turn mods. It's a very popular strategy for this chart. But no, both players just going to just go with full send it just normally.
Thotful is very confident with his approach.
Thotful still maintaining a sizable.
It's a
I gotta stop opening my mouth.
sizable lead, but a great. And
Sizable lead with a great. You know what? The lead's still there. I didn't curse it. That technically, we're good.
and we have such confident double steps coming from these two.
Yeah, the turn modes in this chart are a very popular strategy as it turns a lot of the jacks on like more dominant foot. So patterns like this, for example, become much less awkward. But as you can see, both players are very comfortable with just doing it normally. And everyone has a different approach to this chart.
All right, Song's closing out.
And
Thotful
Thotful takes it.
2-0.
2-0, both song. Strong showing.
Wow, 16-1.
Strong showing, 16. Wow. Yo, Sonny. And we're back.
Welcome back, guys. What's up?
This time I'm joined by my boy, Death Slam. I need that handshake one more time, brother.
My bad. Sir?
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 All right. So we got Moosey and Telperion up next, and the first song is Glitch Angel. Man.
Oh, they're both dancing. You can see their shake. Oh, wait.
Yeah, bro, they're both already ready to play,
Yeah,
man.
oh
They're
my
tired of
goodness.
us. They want to get the game. All right,
Yeah.
let's let it rock.
All right, Glitch
All right.
Angel. Just starting out with a 17.
All right. Fantastic 17. A lot of crossovers, some ending. You can do some foot switches at the end there. Very straightforward 17. Definitely one of the more comfortable ones to play, especially if you're trying to warm up.
Yeah. There's a lot of rhythms.
A lot of
in the middle.
rhythms.
In the middle. Yeah.
Oh, a lot.
So definitely got to know what's going on in there. A lot of these little gallops
Yep.
and the jumps.
Very easy to get on these rhythms.
Moosey playing on Rainbow. I actually didn't know he was a Rainbow player.
I didn't even notice that until you pointed it out. That's true. Not a whole lot of Rainbow players out here.
Shout outs to Rainbow.
For some, I know some players will have to opt to use Rainbow, like no skins on some, especially slower charts, to get so they can kind of visually discern patterns a lot better.
Yes, that makes sense.
It's actually I've seen it employed a couple times, but mainly on like slower charts though.
Yeah. Looks like it's helping him out too. Big
Oh.
lead, almost 50 points.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Got plenty of the song left though. See if Telperion can close the gap.
Oh, here comes the tricky jack section.
A lot of players will have to foot switch these. But no, both players hitting them normally perfectly.
Nice combos.
The last part of the song coming up here.
Yeah, it's looking like Moosey's holding on.
And Moosey takes it.
Strong showing.
Strong showing, 40 EX lead. I am very much a Glitch Angel enjoyer. They're,
I like the song. I like any song from Lapix.
Lapix doesn't miss. They're big fan of this song. That being said, though, I don't think either of us are a fan of the next song.
Wait,
You see that?
is that a protect?
That is a pocket, sir.
Oh my god, that is a pocket.
You see what I'm looking at, right?
Yeah.
You see this chart?
Yeah.
Do you like this chart, sir?
I have words for this chart.
Listen, man. This is a safe space.
This is a PG-13 stream. Oh.
Listen, man. You can keep PG-13. Just be honest. Tell me how it is. It looks like this was Moosey's pocket, actually.
Yeah.
Listen, man. How do you feel about this chart? Just tell me. Be honest.
It's not a fun chart. It's not a fun chart.
Very much. I am resident Ishtar challenge hater. And there's one thing that I will do every single time is hate Ishtar challenge.
Yep.
This chart has extremely difficult shock arrow patterns. The shock arrows feel so close to the nose that they're very hard to avoid unless you're like studied the chart and know when to lift your feet up. There's different tactics players use to approach shock arrows. Some will opt to just kind of tippy toe the center panel to avoid them. Some will just moon jump over them completely.
I like the moon jump.
I like the moon jump tech a lot. It's a lot more stamina consuming.
Yeah,
but
and you're using your arms a lot more.
You're using your arms a lot more, but you're just lifting yourself up in the air. But yeah, whatever works. I'm curious to see how both players approach the shock arrows because it's very common to just kind of like just return to center and just avoid them. But I've seen the moon jump tech a lot.
Yeah, since Moosey pocket picked this, I expect them to have like a.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I expect some fancy footwork.
Oh yeah.
See, Telperion already getting down, man. He's ready to go. Man.
Yeah, Moose one glitch.
Oh yeah. Now you're good.
Mm-hmm.
So, man.
Yeah, the window for the shock arrows is so
It's
wide.
massive. It's the size of a barn, brother.
I don't understand. Like,
it's like I wouldn't mind. This chart would be so much more taller, if the shock arrow window wasn't, the size of a house. It's like if you don't dodge them within like 5 seconds ahead of time,
yeah,
they're triggering. Moosey. So as you can see, both players are opting to use the return to center method.
Moose being the first victim of that very wide shock arrow window.
It's also just getting adjusted to pads too, because the more sensitive a pad is that you're playing on, the easier it is to trigger shock arrows.
That's true.
That also makes a huge difference. See, there's also a lot of little variables in making sure you can hit these patterns consistently.
Yeah.
That being said, the hardest part of this chart, the hardest shock section is coming up very soon. Very awkward gallop section that just like they put whoever designed this chart is evil.
All right, time for airtime.
Here it is. Both players out for the moon jump. Yes, sir.
Yeah, you can definitely do that.
And
part.
here comes the gallop section.
Woo.
Yeah.
That's about right. That's
section,
about right.
That section is extremely rough. Easily the worst part of that whole chart.
Yep.
Whoever put those gallops that close to the shock arrows, I got some words. I got some words, brother. Moosey's still with a very solid lead. You can tell this is his pocket. In spite of the misses, he still has a very, very solid fundamental base.
Yeah. Yeah, both players seem to just traded shock arrows there.
Basically, yeah, they were just trading out shock arrows. I think they had a gentleman's agreement. We're just gonna hit all of these, man. Let's just go past it. Moosey takes it.
Finish. Another 50 EX.
That's 981.
Moosey came to play.
Indeed.
56 on Ishtar.
I mean, if you're picking Ishtar Challenge, you got it. You got this chart down. Very nice. Moosey taking it 2-0. Like I said, man, resident chart hater.
The plural of moose is meese.
That's a new one. I didn't realize meese was a word.
Yeah, that was a real violent.
Just gotta stay hydrated, y'all.
That was a real mean pick, honestly.
Y'all good over there?
Hello, hello. Yo.
Cool. All right, just getting the audio issues resolved right now, guys.
Yeah, we are having.
Apologies for any hiccups. Guys, we got some technicians over here. They're solving the problem in real time. Yeah, right. think we are good now.
Ooh, this next card draw.
This is spicy. I don't use that word I don't use that word lightly, brother. We got a spicy set coming up right now.
Yo,
so
the
Shilo
reason?
versus Reset.
They're starting with the reason.
Oh my God. Reset, who completely destroyed all his songs in his last pool. Now has to go up against Shilo and play the reason. What reason is there for this chart to exist, brother?
I don't know. Just if you like step jumps.
I mean, I think there's a little less egregious step jump charts than the reason.
I fall and I can't get up. I think that's the wrong song.
Remain. Different R song.
The other R.
Just as egregious. Just that being said, just as egregious.
Yes.
So, not too far off as far as the audacity of both charts to make you do those patterns. The reason. So there's I would say there's a few things about this chart that make it extremely difficult as far as 15s go.
The beginning.
Aside from the beginning, there's stops. The sync is very hard to dial in. The slowdown, the gradual slowdown and speed up, it just has a lot. There's a whole list of things that are hard about this chart, and a lot of it is in the first half. But above all else, the sync is like the hardest thing to dial in. It's so hard to stay just dialed in on the chart and not just stream perfects and greats. Oh, live 4. Oh, Shilo has live 4 on. I didn't even catch that. That's some confidence I'm seeing there, brother.
It's okay. Just full combo it. No pressure. Some people perform better under the pressure.
That is very true. This could be a mental thing. This could be intentional.
It's like if I don't even full combo this, what am I even doing here? Come on.
But you're putting a lot of unnecessary pressure on yourself, right? What reason do you have to do that?
Oh, yeah.
I'm just saying, bro. Just asking some questions.
Sorry, wrong song.
We have chat demanding someone play Risky. That happened at the last tournament, actually. If you're gonna do that intentionally, man, that'd be like the ultimate flex, I'd say.
Yeah.
Especially in a tournament like the reason.
I would never risk it like that. You never know what could happen with the pad.
Exactly. There's too many variables. That being said, though, Reset has a very sizable lead here.
Oh my. Even with both players full comboing it.
Yep. And Reset takes it.
That is a strong.
Very solid.
Reset. Yeah.
41-5. Very impressive on this chart.
Ooh.
Oh, man. You're going from one difficult chart to the next, brother. Because up next, it looks like we have Reset's pocket pick, Paranoia Respect.
Yeah, talking about stops and gimmicks.
Put some respect on this chart's name, bro. So we... Paranoia Respect, man. How you feeling about this chart, dude?
It's the stops. It's the stops, and then it's the ending crossover run.
The ending is where this will make or break the entire match. It's that ending run.
Everything else about the song is pretty fun, though. Like
it's very fun. I'm a huge fan of the chart. Is it hard? Absolutely.
Yes.
And that ending is a nightmare. But if you do it successfully, it's cathartic, satisfying. You feel amazing.
Let's see if these players are ready to cross over.
Yeah, as long as you eat your vegetables and do your turns, that's all that matters, man. Let's see it. This is Reset's pocket, so I expect greatness. But we ain't sleeping on Shilo either. song was also pretty late. That's also another factor to keep in mind.
Yeah, having stop gimmicks and then having sync issues is just...
It's a Konami staple at this point.
Yeah.
Nothing new here. Like I said, like Darren mentioned, the first half of the song is fairly fun, more straightforward, past the stops. But what would really make or break the entire run, this lead could change instantly during that last run, the last crossover section.
Both players seem to know the stops pretty well, so
definitely
familiarity is not a problem.
And it's still relatively close, about a 20 or so X gap.
Reset gets and misses.
Here it comes.
Both players fail to stop.
God, this is the reason why this chart is a 16 and why it's so brutal.
Like, why is that 3-0 in there?
It just because. It's a visual gimmick. It's like, just pretend it doesn't exist. Reset hitting these crossovers very clean. And you see why that was his pocket. He takes
very
it.
Nice crossover
there it is.
Forms. Yeah, both
Reset
players.
2-0 over Shilo. Put some respect on his name.
Put some respect.
Oh, man. Great set.
Yeah. We're getting...
Great set. Good jobs for both players. Reset killing it, man.
He came from the pool 11,
He came from pool 11.
Wow. Yeah.
We've had a few players making out of like 1 to 2 pools already, like so far over the weekend. So it's been really good showing from both players, man.
Yeah, I love seeing these players like climb from like multiple pools down, and they're just like...
It's like, wow. It's not even a matter of them being like underseated or anything, or it's like, oh, I could like under pressure, I can do songs on command, or the card draw was in his favor, or they had their pocket just ready to go. And again, there's a lot of times when a player will pick up pocket pick, and you're like, wait a minute, I know that song too. Best feeling.
No, definitely with the seeding, it's very much hard to seed everyone in like this middle ground because everyone's so good in their own way. So you never know like what kind of songs you get at what time. Anybody could beat anyone from like pool, I don't know, 8, 9, whatever, up until like pool 15.
I was actually just talking about this with somebody else earlier, that a lot of the pools feel interchangeable.
Yep.
Like, there's a lot of, like, you could probably, like, switch 1 or 2 players from each pool, and the result would probably still be just as exciting.
Yeah.
And entertaining. It would still be really good matches.
No, it was funny to hear people from, like, the higher pools saying, like, wow. Like, they're watching these players, and they're like, wow. Maybe I should be in that pool.
You're like, wait a minute, something feels a little off here.
Yeah, is they're playing that well already? Like jeez.
Or like you're watching players warm up earlier, and they're like, wait a minute, you could do that on command? But then you psych yourself out. Like, you don't want to do that because you got to remember, maybe they're not doing it under pressure yet.
Yep.
Maybe the chart that they're playing won't even come up at all.
That's true.
A lot of factors, a lot of variables to account for.
Yeah, some people are really good at, like, very select charts, and then, like, some players have a wide skill set where they can like perform well on a lot of songs. And
sometimes a lot of players will account for their opponent not having a whole lot of stamina. They might get gassed very easily.
Yeah.
So they might just say, you know what, I might have the chart knowledge, but I know you don't have the stamina, so let's just pick a hard song. So again, there's a lot of mind games that go on there, so you can't really account for just one thing. Everyone has different strengths and weaknesses. So you really can't just count on like one strategy or like one song to be like, all right, if this comes up, I might lose. No, everything can happen. Your opponent might tense up mid-song. They might forget a pattern. They might forget a pause. They might not hit a pattern correctly.
They might just Sunny walk off.
What's up?
They might just walk off.
Yeah, they might just walk off. Shout out to Sunny. Where is he? There he is.
Yeah, he's right there. He's not walked off yet.
Not yet. It's inevitable though. It's been established. It's been engraved.
Yep.
Yeah. Be right back, guys. Just setting up the next couple matches right now.
back, guys.
All right.
That was a quick break.
Yeah, just a little bit. Had had to give our resident stream runners a little pause to set things up. Up next. Hey, you know what? It wasn't derogatory. Hey. I'm just saying some titles, bro. He said definitely. That's not what I meant.
He's working hard over there. It's okay.
But up next, we got Godo versus D. Now, again, Godo is another SoCal, my boy, that I also became acquainted with during the Hollywood days alongside D-Lim. And when it comes to like, if you know how I mentioned earlier how D-Lim was like insanely good at the chart someone likes to play, Godo is like, take that and make it like a Super Saiyan. You feel me? Just like, don't give it a little power up. Godo just has like insanely good form.
Yep. And
his ability to just to like nail down very difficult patterns and rhythms. I'm saying, man, we're gonna see, and even based on the song picks I see right now, everyone's gonna witness it again in real time.
It's gonna be so clean. Yeah, I remember seeing Godo performing at Boba Cup, and I believe he made it out of like one, possibly two pools above himself.
I believe it was one pool, and he made it out of, and it was very impressive.
Yeah, it's definitely a very skilled player.
Well, yeah, as we saw earlier, D has insanely like strong timing. His ability to just like gets that marvelous window on like longer patterns.
Yeah.
Irons is very impressive, and we're gonna see if that's still in effect here in the first song, which is gonna be sort of Vengeance Expert.
Foot speed.
Foot speed.
A lot of foot speed. If we can find it. Maybe they were in the wrong folder.
Right?
Yeah, I love when players like whenever they're looking for a song, they'll go to like, oh, the mix of the song, or they'll like, oh, BPM. I know it's like the first one in this BPM folder. It's just like, oh, yeah.
All right.
Turn it up.
All right, we got a foot speed 16 up here, so 208 BPM, very fast. A lot of drills.
A lot of.
And I don't know if y'all noticed, but it looks like D's playing it on shuffle.
Is this shuffle?
That's some new tech to me. I don't think I've ever seen anyone use a turn mod for this chart. That wasn't mirror.
I hope that's
some impressive tech here. So not only is he playing on shuffle, he's playing on flat.
He's playing on the last card. I'm wondering if he forgot to change the settings from the pre-battle.
Interesting. Huh. You know what? That very well might be the case.
Yeah.
Unless this is some new tech that we're not familiar with. Again, I wouldn't pass any of these players. That
was a interesting pattern on shuffle.
Oh yeah, I've never seen this chart shuffle. I don't think anybody has.
This is just the ultimate flex.
I think so.
Ooh. Yeah, Godo.
There's a lot of confusion going on right now, but there will be an intentional pick. Guess we'll find out very soon. But that being said, Godo's still in a very sizable lead right now. There's a decent amount of song left.
Chart looks kind of fun on shuffle.
But shuffle and flat?
Shuffle and flat. I mean, what rhythms are there? You got quarter notes and 16 notes. To be fair, could be worse.
Did you read this chart on flat?
Maybe.
I'd imagine most players would be able to.
I would pick one, flat or shuffle.
Yeah, but both, especially on a chart like this where it's already relatively straightforward. Godo takes the first song. Still full comboed it though.
Oh yeah. Yeah, the shuffle flat full combo. Channeling his inner Konami. Yeah. Very true, very true. Couldn't have been. No way. Do it. Keep shuffle flat for the next song.
I don't think you're gonna want that for the next song. I would highly advise against that.
Just
the next,
full commit.
The next song is Godo's pocket pick, so I would highly advise against that.
Nah,
we're going to Sweet Home Party.
Fully commit.
Fully commit to the bit.
Honestly,
I do not. I do not.
If I knew I was gonna lose this song anyway, like.
I mean,
if it was me,
you know, who knows? It might make the song. No, you know what? I can't even say it with a straight face. No,
it wouldn't make the song better.
This song, this is one of Godo's strengths. Is playing songs with constantly changing rhythms and BPMs, like songs like this, Chaos, like all the stuff that like all the more gimmicky 16, and like that's where his sweet spot. But he also the sweet spot. But he also has incredible stamina, and he can play 17s for 5 hours straight and not get tired.
Wow.
When I first met Godo back in the day, back in Hollywood, I would get there in the afternoon and see him just laid out on the floor, taking a break, and I'm like, dude, how long have you been here? About 5 hours. And I'll see the set he just finished playing, 4 17s back to back.
Sounds about right.
And he's like, sounds about right.
Yeah, having that kind of stamina is really good, especially in a tournament setting where you got to play a lot of songs back to back.
Especially cold. You might get one or two songs to warm up, but like for the most part, you're jumping straight in.
Yeah. Like second set, Sweet Home Party. Come on.
But this is definitely one of those songs I can see Godo playing cold. Nothing really too like physically demanding. Just a lot of like chart knowledge you have to be familiar with.
This part gets really.
This is where it speeds up, then you get another slowdown coming up right here.
How do you count that?
Towards the end of the song, it looks like Godo's taking it with a very sizable lead here. Going wide his pockets. He's played this song many times. Only slightly biased, Chad. Don't mind that. Well, pretend you didn't hear that. This was indeed Godo's pocket pick. Yes, sir. You see Sweet Home Party, you see Godo, you can automatically assume who picked it. It's a safe bet. Thank you, Sonny.
Shout out to Sonny.
Shout out to Sonny, bro. Keeping this one of the core pieces of keeping this tournament flowing, man.
Yeah.
And shout out to everybody, man. Shout out to
he was just telling the crowd, like, thanking them for coming out super early. Like, it is.
Just like, shout out to everybody, man.
Yeah. People did come here, like, at 9:30.
Coming first thing in the morning after Saturday, after a long tournament yesterday. Dude, we didn't finish till, like, almost 2 in the morning.
Long Saturday night.
Coming bright and early to start the next pool.
I know a bunch of people were out late last night, and then they.
A bunch of people, huh?
Yeah. And they still made it in super early. Wasn't even me, I swear.
Hey, you know what, man? That's what we're out here for. Like I was saying earlier, shout outs to Red Note for hosting this tournament, man. This has been an incredible weekend so far. Shout outs to everybody here. Shout outs to everybody helping with all the TOs. Shout outs to our favorite corrupt TO, Alex. Yeah. Shout outs to Ches. Yeah, the little stream guy. Just a little bit. Hey, I promise it's not derogatory.
Yeah, little stream time. We're not talking about Sunny.
I swear, he can't stop catching strays. If y'all are new here, Sonny, despite his height, catches a lot of strays.
Yep.
See, now I'm doing it.
Talk about height, though. We have too tall.
Tall
boy.
Listen, the average height of most DDR players is like close to 6 feet. All right.
That's fair.
Like I don't know if you remember the group picture from last night. The vast majority of players were like at least close to my eye level, if not all around the same height.
I feel like everyone's in the DR community is either like 6 foot tall or 4'11".
There's no in between. No in between. All right, we got Shilo and Telperion up next, and we're seeing Neutrino expert again.
Oh my goodness.
Man, and I think I've had enough of my fair share of words for this chart, but it looks like this was actually Shilo's pocket pick. So barring D-Lim strategy here as well, sharing the pocket pick.
So pick a weird, awkward, gimmicky chart. Always good pocket picks.
Always good.
Especially charts that players don't like to play a lot of times.
But as I said before, there's 2 ways people play this chart. They read it fast, have the speed ups memorized, or read the whole chart at one solid slow BPM. It looks like both players opting with that strategy here. Yeah. the former, excuse me, not the latter.
Yeah, it starts off with these gallop patterns, which are kind of hard to like lock into sometimes.
So far, it's very close right now. Tiebreaker with a very small lead, but it's kind of trading off back and forth.
There's a weird crossover in there. Jumps to an awkward like 200 BPM. I think it's 200 or 300 here.
It's 300.
300, there we go, sorry.
That's why the time 2x is like the more popular speed choice to help with like reading the patterns.
Yeah.
So the speed up's only going to about 600 BPM.
Yeah, these 16 gallop patterns are surprisingly fast. Like, if you're not on the beat, you're gonna fall behind really fast. All right, look at each EX.
About a little under 40 EX difference. Telperion is like very, very comfortable on this chart. And he takes it with the full combo.
Yeah, strong finish.
Very impressive. I don't think Charlotte was accounting for Telperion being also familiar with the chart as well. So, like I said, with pocket picks, you normally do it on the assumption that you're more comfortable with the chart than you think your opponent might be.
Yeah. Telperion pulling up the upset on the pocket pick.
And now he's going to his pocket, Paranoia Hades. Oh boy. That being said, though, I think the 16 is definitely like between this and the difficult. I think a lot of people prefer the 16 as a chart to play. Oh man. What are your thoughts about this chart?
I can't remember the difference between a 15 and a 16. I'm gonna be real.
The 15 has a lot more jumps, and the patterns are, significantly more awkward.
Okay.
A lot of players will prefer to play the 16 over the 15. The 15 is just
flowy.
Yeah, the 16 feels a bit better. The 15 has very awkward jumps that just feel like they don't resolve properly. Very awkward chart to play consistently.
I know like one of them is really good on shuffle, and then the other one just play normal.
You know, I think that might be the 15. But again, I've seen players use also the turn mods on these charts. I've seen people use right. You know, I've seen people use left. It depends on the player and what patterns they're comfortable executing. But I've seen different turn mods for both charts.
Yeah, you just have to make sure you start using patterns on the right foot after the jump.
Looks like both players obviously play it normally though, so I'd argue this chart's actually also not that bad just playing it without any turn mods at all.
kind of, if you go in the flow, it kind of makes you turn backwards quite a few times.
Exactly. Very, very hard to do consistently. Very stamina intensive. Comes the slowdown. Big. Oh, I love this slowdown, man. It goes with the song so well. The patterns flow very consistently. Once you get it dialed in, you're just kind of just in the rhythm. I see people in the audience even just like kind of tapping at the rhythm.
Kind of an iconic song.
Definitely an iconic song.
Very boss vibes.
I believe this is a boss song from. I'm probably gonna get. I'm probably slightly incorrect. I believe it's from Supernova, if I'm not mistaken. And
Telperion with a nice
solid lead. And Telperion takes it with a 2-0.
better full combo.
Very impressive. Look at you see that fast slow ratio though.
Oh,
Very,
wow.
very easy to rush this turn.
That's a lot of fast. Just one slow.
A lot of it most likely came from like the slowdown, landing. Hey, you just gotta stay down there the entire time. It's very hard. That chart is fairly demanding.
I wonder if the sync was off on that one.
That too, the sync could also be a little bit jarring to adjust to, especially like if you're playing on a different machine. I'm gonna re-up on water. I'll be right back.
Okay. Okay.
All right. Perfect. We'll be right back.
All right, guys, we're gonna be right back. We do have a tie, so we do have one more match coming up. So for the pool, so stick around.
Yep.
What's up, guys?
All right, we're back.
Get comfy here. It's gonna be a long day.
Long day indeed, man.
A lot of close matches to go. We're only on pool 12. We're just finishing it up.
There's been too many good games so far, man.
Oh, yeah.
And it's not. It's just a good problem to have. But speaking of good games, though, Godo versus Moosey, man,
This is gonna be so close.
this is gonna be a close set.
Oh, tiebreaker one song. And look what song it is.
Oh, this is the tiebreaker song. Gotcha.
And look what song it is.
Antimatter.
Antimatter.
You have some history with the song, don't you?
Oh, I have a lot of history with this song.
You want to enlighten the chat about what you like to experience playing this chart, sir? I vaguely remember, but obviously this is your experience.
This was my pick at Upbeat, but I picked the challenge one. And imagine having playing this along with 6 or 7 other songs of this level. Yeah, it was probably not a good idea, but you know, at least over here they only have to play one of these songs.
Exactly.
And it's a 17, so it's a little bit more tame, but honestly, both of them very, very draining.
Absolutely.
200 BPM, quite fast. Got this nice little build-up intro. This step doesn't go on beat.
I can feel like a little bit of salt emanating from you, brother. I understand. Like, why doesn't this song work properly?
Is this in Godo's ballpark though?
I don't think that.
So he's gonna be like gimmicky stuff, stamina.
I would say so.
We'll see right now.
Like I said, I've seen Godo just like work through the entire 17 folder before.
Yes.
The Moosey already been showing all day. He's been no slouch. He's keeping up. He can easily flip either one way or the other.
Moosey a little behind, but plenty of songs though, plenty of notes.
Plenty of song though.
This is such a hype song.
Such a nice song.
slow down. Ooh. Moosey not quite ready for that one.
Godo's still maintaining a full combo though.
Final three.
Oh,
that
Godo
got
takes it with a
close.
10EX.
That got close.
Go Godo!
Wow.
Only slightly biased, chat. Don't worry about that.
That got really close.
That was. Godo got a little fan base, myself included. But shout outs to Moosey though. Like I said, let's go both players. I'm only slightly biased. Godo only a little bit.
It's all good.
Can't have some commentary without a little bit of bias.
I mean, my
Fantastic.
only bias is that song kind of late.
Yeah, just a bit. Kind of late. You can see the fast-slow ratio on both players.
Yeah.
Very evident sign right there. Oh, man. Close set. It's like Godo's going to be moving up now.
All right. And with that, I think pool 12 is
I think
done.
pool 12 is done.
Yeah,
So,
Brian's, I believe Brian Thoughtful is going to be moving on, and
and
Godo.
Godo.
Yeah.
Godo's making out another pool.
Mhm.
Love to see it.
So
And
we're going to take another quick break
Pool 13 is
while
gonna
we
start.
get pool 13 set up.
All
So stay with us, guys.
All right.